Hey guys, Jesse Adams here. On behalf of my brokerage, Mason Amelia, I proudly present this impressive 2022 Epic E1000 GX. Please meet November 371 Charlie Echo. This plane's coming to market with merely 400 hours since new. You might have seen my previous video, Climb to Flight Level 340 in 14 minutes. Also, Epic Factory has a lot of great videos out there. But for this video, I wanted to delve a little further into the creature comforts and capabilities specific to serial number 29 here. You've probably been curious about the Epic. You've thought about upgrading to a turbine aircraft. Let's figure out if an E1000 GX might be the right choice for you. We're going to start in front. This is the venerable Pratt Whitney PT6A-67A engine. It's capable of producing 1,200 shaft horsepower, a very reliable platform. In front, we have the Hartzell 5-blade composite propeller with de-ice. Now, this Epic E1000 GX is fully certified flight into known icing. Again, this is production serial number 29. Several dozen have come before it. So let's go ahead and talk about the wing and some of the capabilities. So this is a very high performance wing. First of all, we have the de-ice boots for FIKI. And this plane has a very high wing loading. Wouldn't you believe the wing loading on this is higher than a Daher TBM 960? And it's also heavier than a Pilatus PC-12. What that means is this is a very high performance wing that handles turbulence and bumps extremely well. That's what's good about high wing loading. What's bad, usually, is a high stall speed. Thanks to the design of the double-slotted Fowler flaps, the stall speed is merely 67 knots calibrated airspeed. That's only 7 knots faster than an SR-22 that you might be used to. Now, it doesn't stop there. As we walk into this fantastic plane, you'll notice the ramp presence is massive. It stands up very tall, and it also has these beautiful trailing link landing gear. What that really means is you're always going to set it down smoothly, and you're crossing the numbers at 90 to 95 knots. What a great step up this is. So now we're going to head into the cabin. All right, climb in the cabin. Very ample air stairs. 3 steps in here. Whoa, this interior is admirable. It's feels like a business jet. The accent lighting's it's beautiful. It's wide. It's tall. It's spacious. I'm 5'11". Carlos, you're about the same. There's 2 feet between our knees, guys. I don't know if enough of our videos really spend time to call out the creature comforts for our passengers. And what makes this cabin so special is, again, this plane will get to flight level 340. So at 34,000 feet, the cabin differential 6.6 PSI, meaning a 9,700 foot cabin. For comparison, a Piper Meridian will be at about 9,700 feet at flight level 280, and a TBM will be at 9,700 feet at flight level 310. But again, thanks to the all-composite fuselage structure of this Epic E1000 GX, it has a very comfortable cabin altitude at the highest ceiling in its class. All right, so now we're going to hop in front, and I'm going to tell you about these avionics. And what's really special, I have a lot of time in the G1000 or the G1000 NXI. So I really feel at home, so let's climb up here and check it out. Okay guys, so here we are in the cockpit of 371 Charlie Echo. It looks familiar, right? This is the G1000 NXI. There's really nothing to it, which means it's the perfect transition for guys like me that fly Cirrus or perhaps Piper Mirage or other high-performance piston. So with the G1000 NXI, you already notice we have dual synthetic vision. I'm going to go ahead and put on the toga bars. We're used to that. This plane offers ADS-B out and in with the GTX 345R transponder. So we have that, and it headlines the GFC 700 digital autopilot, and it also has a blue level button for safety. So again, it has everything you know. Just going through the pages, it's really so simple. We have our navigation map, we have IFR charts, and we go down, we have a traffic map. This does have the, sorry about that, we have the traffic, the weather data link for Sirius XM, and we even have the TAWS-B upgrade here. We have waypoints page, we have the auxiliary page, on-screen weight and balance, trip planning, utility. We can go to our radio, our weather, our databases, and we also have the online checklist. Now, the real thing for a transitioning pilot, guys, again, you guys watching the video probably fully know this G1000 NXI. So what Epic did, they said, let's have a couple cool things to help people transition and really focus on ergonomics. So first of all, they get rid of all the nonsense above. We don't have an overhead panel to complicate things. Over here, this is something I've only seen in Epic. Never worry about leaving your window shades up or down. Check this out. Okay, they're electronically dimmable. There it is. That's so cool. Now, it's a pretty warm day in the middle of winter here in San Antonio, so let's darken them back up. Okay, so back to the ergonomics. Guys, I'm not checked out. I have almost 1,000 hours in various turboprops, but I'm not checked out in the E1000 GX. But the flows are remarkable. I've been on a couple rides. So look at this. To start this plane, you go from left to right. You have the on-screen checklist, but you go from left to right. The battery's on, fuel pumps, igniter, start. You start it up. Before taxi and after start, you turn on from left to right. And then before takeoff, as an emergency, if you hold down the toga button, you have an on-screen checklist. Now, this is interesting. Look, you have it on both sides. In addition, you have dual angle of attack indicators. So that allows you on a short runway to come in around 90 knots. So the owner of this plane, just a little bit about his story. He's a 50-year pilot. He has seaplane ratings and various other ratings. He's even an A&P turned entrepreneur. But what I think is remarkable is he has used this all over the country. And he's traveled around. He has flown in and out of Palo Alto. He's flown in and out of 2,300-foot strips, no problem, because this leaps off the ground. So again, guys, this plane really has so much to offer, and I look at it as an awesome opportunity. Again, we're all thinking about Vision Jets and TBMs. We're all curious about Epic. We've seen them. You guys might have had a test flight for one. So I'm here to tell you this Epic G1000, this certified platform is absolutely incredible. Oh, before I let you go, I'm just so excited to show you all the features and how well it's laid out. One thing that's remarkable, let's talk about pressurization, because there's a lot of new features in a plane like this. If I want to go to, let's say I go somewhere high, I go to Eagle, okay? The altitude there, the system knows, so I have all my weather and everything, the system knows that it's 6,500 feet field elevation. What that means, we're going to go there at flight level 340. What that means is we don't have to put the landing elevation, we don't have to put our cruise altitude. This system is smart, it's fully integrated. The pressurization is that easy. You literally don't do anything. When you fly, you go max power, and the torque limiter keeps you safe. When you're climbing up at about 3,800 feet a minute, maybe around 18,000, 19,000 feet, then you make sure you don't exceed the recommended ITT. The cabin pressurizes on its own. You're gonna make sure the cabin's climbing, the differential doesn't go up beyond 6.6, but guys, it's really that easy. Some additional things to talk about is Epic is really the ones to watch. You guys know I'm loyal and dedicated to other OEMs and brands, but Epic is really what gets me excited. The company is growing. They've certified almost 100 E1000 GXs, and they have a very happy and content pilot and owners network. Every year they have a multi-day annual meetup where owners from all over the world come to Bend, Oregon. So guys, if you're considering a turboprop plane, or maybe you want something a little more with jet-like performance, an E1000 GX truly fits the bill. I hope this video was informative. It certainly has been a lot of fun to show you this plane. So again, 371 Charlie Echo, it's coming to market really soon. I'm Jesse with Mason Amelia. Visit our website. I'd love to tell you more.